All right. Yes. News AF. Ready to go.
Yeah.
Here.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
Beep, 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 beep.
The largest jackpot in the history of jackpots was last night.
Yes.
And they had technical difficulties with the whole
I
thing.
thought it got delayed.
And then this morning they announced that there was no winner, and then they've announced that there was a winner in California.
Yeah.
I
feel like this should be part of the show.
Yeah.
But see, you saved it for the pre-show.
Let's see. I saved it for the pre-show because it just barely came out, and I'm not even. I gotta.
When I saw that glitch from one state, I did start to get this feeling that the conspiracies are starting to ooze.
Yeah, I feel like there's almost no lotto conspiracy theories.
I think there's about to be one.
Mm-hmm.
There was one winner in California, $2.04 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Cashed out at cash value $1 billion.
Let's get Mattress Mac to bet on how long until this guy's murdered.
Yeah. There was one $2 million winner in Florida and 22 winners, $1 million winners. None of them in Arizona.
Bummer.
It is rigged.
Oh no.
The McDonald's monopoly all over again.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And that was totally rigged. Okay. What are you gonna do? All right. Well, let's talk some news AF.
Start the machine.
Yeah, some very interesting news stories to talk about. A very newsy day. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Tyson, had you seen any lawn signs that you thought were especially fetching?
There's just so many, dude. And I'm just like, who's driving past these lawn signs? And they're like, oh, changed my mind. That's who I'm voting for.
Yeah, I think it's
totally changed my mind.
It's almost like, I think the lawn sign is like, it's like if the house is nice, it's like, oh, they're like, these people have a nice house. They'll only take their opinion into account.
I look at lawn signs as a informal poll. So I'm like, I'm seeing more signs for this person.
Yeah.
They're probably going to win.
Well, they just have more money behind it or are making
more
but
that's
garbage.
not what I just like to think, it's all comes down to lawn signs.
Yeah. And it's a law that you can post those lawn signs and that all that stuff. And it's like a freedom of speech thing, but at the same time, it's like such an antiquated thing, and it creates so much litter.
But nobody does anything cool with it. No cool shapes, no holograms.
Did D's Nuts put up lawn signs when he ran?
D's Nuts didn't, and he got
cool
a lot
fonts.
of voters.
Yeah.
So I am just annoyed by all the signs. There's just so many of them, and they're disgusting. And this HOA I live in, where it's all old people, fight constantly. Oh, the signs look like garbage, and they do. But then somebody's like, it's my right as an American to post this sign in my front yard. And it's like, sure, but why?
Yeah.
Only they know.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about News AF. Okay?
Let's do it.
All right. Here we go. All right. Hey, everybody, what's going on? I'm Rob Cesternino, back again to talk with you about the week's most interesting news stories here for the week of November 8th, 2022, here on News AF.
If the story is buzzing like it's on crystal meth, it's about to be News AF. If the same old news makes you bored to death, it's time for some News AF. Actual, factual news.
Yes, that's right. We are back with our News AF team gathered together once again to talk about everything that we have found to be compelling news for you here at this hour. And here with us, a man who is always compelling. He is pickleball's top influencer. He is Father Nature, America's dad. Please welcome back the great, very colorful today, Tyson Apostol. Tyson, how are you?
I'm great. Yeah. Fashion expert.
Fashionista.
Also. Yeah. Fashionista. And I'm great. I'm really well. I got a full box of these dope fleeces from Chubby's. They're very soft.
Toasty.
Yeah. I'm going to Utah this weekend.
Are you shirtless underneath that?
That was what I was going to ask.
You have to go shirtless underneath.
Because it's so warm.
Yeah.
Underneath the fleeces, you always go shirtless so you can pop it like this, dude, and see the gold chain and everything.
Gold chain.
Yeah.
Okay. See, this is why, Rob, I said I couldn't rock that fleece right there. I wouldn't have known about going shirtless, and I don't have any gold chains.
I don't think I've ever done a fleece shirtless underneath.
Oh, do not. Why admit that? This is a 3/4 zip fleece.
Because this is a no shame zone, Tyson.
It's true. This is a no shame zone. You're supposed to go shirtless under
I didn't even know that.
3/4 zip.
It does look good on Tyson. Don't know if it'd look good on us though, Rob.
Yeah.
I don't even have a gold chain.
We got to get some.
Oh, Christmas gift idea.
Well, that was what we were going to do with our money from the government over COVID. I thought we were all getting gold chains for the exact amount that the check was for.
I don't think I got any.
I didn't get any gold chains.
Yeah.
The government should have just sent out gold chains.
I got a gold chain.
From the government?
No. But I bought one. It's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a lion on it.
Yep.
Of course.
Makes sense.
Right?
Yep.
King of the Serengeti.
Exactly.
The Leo.
So anyways, if you want one of these Chubby's fleeces, you can visit my website. And I think there's a link to get you 20% off.
Wow. Okay. All right. Here's a man.
Yeah. You don't have to get one.
I mean, it would be nice, right?
It really ties the outfit together.
Yeah. I think so too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here's a man who is always wearing a shirt, whether he's wearing a fleece or not. It's Danny Bryson. Danny, how are you?
Full of gold on the inside.
Oh.
Like I like to keep my gold inside. I don't need to flash it. It's just there. And I let everyone enjoy it secretly. They don't know they're enjoying it, but they are.
Yes.
I'm doing great. I'm back in the closet.
Some adventures?
No, I haven't had any adventures, but Halloween's over. No one cares about Thanksgiving, so I've got some breathing space between Halloween and Christmas. I'm just enjoying it.
Yeah, Thanksgiving really does get a raw deal. Nobody puts up really a ton of decorations or anything.
Yeah. Tyson had he said something great last year about what Thanksgiving was. I wish I could remember what it was. Do you remember, Tyson?
Yeah.
Should we go back and listen to that full episode right now?
We might want to, because you've made a great statement about Thanksgiving I thought was very apt.
Did we have any ideas for like a pilgrim outfit for the 12-foot skeleton yet?
Oh, yeah. We need to get that.
So Liz looked up skeletons yesterday, thinking it would be prime to buy them now.
Oh, smart.
And they were still at a very inflated price. She was looking at skeletons, Home Depot skeletons, $500. So
$500.
Yeah, $200 over their retail price. This was on Facebook Marketplace.
Dang.
So the price has not come down on the skeletons. Now is not the time to buy. Don't buy.
Do not. Danny says hold on giant skeletons.
Yes, hold steady.
For now. Yeah. Danny will give us that update every week.
For now.
Yeah. Julie F in the chat says, does the fleece theory apply to men and women? Yes.
Yes, for sure.
Does.
It's even better on women.
Shirtless? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You always go shirtless. It's your single layer. This is what you got. You're locked in for the day. You cannot at that point remove this thing. And why would you? Because you got to pull it up over your head anyway.
Oh, yeah. I don't do half zips for that very reason.
That's why you treat it like a shirt or a sweatshirt without a shirt underneath it.
Your hair just comes out a mess.
Yes.
Your shirt's pulled up. You've exposed all sorts of skin to everyone in the room. You've it's just a nightmare.
Yeah. And then Stacked in Florida is saying braless ? And that's totally up to you.
That's up to you.
That's up to you. That's where you can choose.
By the way, I do prefer multiple layers under my fleece, so that when I don't take it off, I have some layers that can absorb the sweat, and I don't instantly just sweat through the fleece layer.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's when you're working out.
Yeah. Rob wants to get into the stories.
Yeah, we have so many news stories to get to that we want to make sure we get to cover it all here today.
Are they more important than Tyson's fashion corner?
Yes.
I mean,
they're different.
I mean, I thought we
different.
veered into Danny's fashion corner.
We did for a second.
Yeah.
Danny's probably not
we
wearing
can see
pants.
Danny's closet and see everything else that he could potentially try on.
That's true.
So much stuff in here.
And you're not going to put something on, something dressy?
No, I'll start. No, too much.
Okay.
Especially as these stories warm up. See, like when Rob tells the first story, that's when my blood starts going. By the end of the podcast, my heart rate's 185. It's just
Okay.
so I don't want to have more clothing on at the end.
Do you want to slip into something more comfortable,
Yes,
Danny?
I should probably be like removing layers as the podcast goes on, and then end up in a singlet.
Yeah.
Just an idea.
A wrestling singlet from high school?
Yeah, or for sure. Whatever.
I'm
But
in. You know that.
but we can go on to the stories. Let's go on to the stories because there
Sure.
are a lot.
Okay. All right. Well, I want to start off talking about a man who made national news this week by announcing that he had completed a world's record that really nobody knew about. And he took it upon himself that he would be the first person to eat an entire rotisserie chicken for 40 days in a row. And on Sunday, November 6th, that was 2 days ago, he posted a flyer inviting the city of Philadelphia to join him to watch him consume his 40th consecutive rotisserie chicken. And the world tuned in, Tyson.
This is the opposite of Jesus Christ.
Hundreds of people showed up.
Jesus starved for 40 days in the desert. This man was a glutton for 40 days of rotisserie
Story
chickens.
made me kind of sick.
Yeah.
I eat a lot of rotisserie chicken. It's inflation proof at Costco, right?
It's a loss leader. They even in good times, they lose money and they put it at the back of the store.
Is that true?
Yeah,
I think
true.
so.
The price hasn't changed for years, and we eat a lot of it. And I do kind of get sick of it, and I cannot imagine eating the entire chicken, which in itself is a challenge for one day, 40 straight days.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I need to know, what is consuming an entire rotisserie chicken look like? Are you picking the bones clean? Are you eating the skin? Are you eating around tendons? Are you liberal with leaving a bunch of meat on the bone when you throw it away? Like, is there a guideline for actually consuming the entire
That's a very good question. I would have to think the answer to all that would be yes to all those things. My bigger question is, okay, what about whenever I get a rotisserie chicken, eventually like there turns into this like some gelatinous
gelatinous soup at the bottom.
Yeah, soup at the bottom. Are we eating that?
Oh, bonus points
Drinking that,
if he's scooping that up with his hands.
I think if you're a pilgrim or a pioneer on the front of a world record, you have to make it as difficult for someone to take that from you as possible, meaning you got to eat the bones, you got to eat the gelatinous glop at the bottom, every piece of skin, even the string that is wrapping the bird,
tying it together
so
its corpse doesn't break loose and flee.
All of that you have to consume so that you set a precedent for anyone who wants to come for your world record.
I want to share with you the sign that was posted around Philadelphia inviting people to come check out what was going on. And so this was the sign that was posted on all of the different telephone poles around. It said, "Come watch me eat an entire rotisserie chicken. November 6th will be the 40th consecutive day that I've eaten an entire rotisserie chicken. 12 o'clock noon, the chicken will be consumed on that abandoned pier near Walmart. This is not a party."
Nothing like meeting a stranger on an abandoned pier. No warning signs there. I did see the layout he had. It looked like a folding tablecloth, a chair, and just a chicken.
And a red carpet.
Essentials.
A red
Was
carpet.
there a red carpet?
A red carpet leading up to it. And then they had to have like a barricade to prevent the crowd from
mobbing
going over.
him with just accolades and applause.
Yeah. So Tyson, do you think could you eat a rotisserie chicken 41 days in a row?
Again, we have to get into how much of it needs to be consumed. Is somebody looking at it and saying that's been stripped clean?
I bet he just ate all easily accessible meat.
And then hucked it. That's exactly what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking, yes, with those guidelines, I could. Would I? Call me Costco. There's definitely a price that I would do that for.
Okay. Let's take a look at this man's journey through 40 days of eating the rotisserie chicken. Mashable has an article up that really profiles the whole journey. This was published on Monday. Man eats 40 chickens in 40 consecutive days, goes viral. So we see his and his Twitter account is Smooth Recess at Alexicon Tom that he posts here. Here he is on day 11, knife and fork. Danny, he looks, eager to complete this task.
I was thinking his eyes looked a little dead.
Well,
Yeah.
wait.
Oh,
Wait on
yeah.
that. This is on day 11. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
The beginning of
Yes. Okay. Here he is on day 14.
those radishes. What are
Yeah, he's got some interesting sides along the way. It appears to be I don't know, is he paleo guy? That he's got the rotisserie chicken and also a bowl of radishes. Yeah.
eating on the floor?
Mm-hmm.
And
Eating
I
on
have
the
I have
floor.
those shoes, so now we have something in common.
Okay. All right. Then he doesn't post a picture.
Dead eyes. Yep. Right
So
there.
much. Okay, now this is on day 23. He does not look happy. And then note, what's with the giant carrot on the table?
It's a 9-incher.
Is that a
At
radish?
least-
Is
on-
that
A girthy
might be
carrot.
It
that
is
might be a
girthy
radish as
carrot.
well.
You think so?
Could be a type of radish.
I think
It
that's
could,
part of the joke.
whatever it is he always have like these root vegetables that are by his side, a radish, carrot, whatever it is.
Let's
Yeah.
focus on his eyes. They're dead.
Yes.
Soulless
Very dead.
eyes.
Very
Yeah.
dead. Yeah, DOA on day 23
Yep.
for sure. Yeah. We jump
Only
ahead
day
here
23.
to on day 30. Somebody put some candles in the rotisserie chicken here.
Yep.
Looks like he's got some resentment in the eyes.
Mhm.
It's gone from sadness to anger.
No,
He's
he
always
seems
got-
okay.
Yeah, he's always got a big Polar Seltzer. Do you think that he could be sponsored by Polar Seltzer to do this stunt? Is that the official drink of eating rotisserie chicken?
Huh. Maybe.
The byproduct of polars, tons of
Mhm.
dead chickens.
Yeah, although he's got a Poland Spring here on day 37. Looks
Oh.
very much dead inside on
I
day
thought he
37.
looked dead inside before. Now he's only 3 days away. He should show some glimmer of hope in his eyes, a little
Mhm.
twinkle that says, "I'm almost done."
Do you think was 40 always the goal? Did he say at the beginning he would do it for 40 days? Do you
Probably
think
his
he was going for 100 and then called it at 40?
doctor probably advised him, "Sir, the
Mhm.
diarrhea will become so severe."
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Here
see
he is
how
on day
his-
38. It's
Oh.
not going well.
No, not happy.
Outside.
Mhm. Mhm.
He has to eat outside. His gastrointestinal problems have become so drastic. And look, the next chicken's outside too. He's no
Mhm.
longer allowed to eat inside restaurants.
Yes.
Yeah. And then finally, we got to see him on day 40 with a clean plate. Look at this crowd, Tyson.
Yeah. Wow. Good for him. A few people in the chat are saying that bodybuilders eat more chicken than this every day
Mhm.
while they're getting shredded. So they're like, this is like whatever. Wow. 150,000 likes for that photo.
Yeah. Here he's holding up a clean plate.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Tyson's right about bodybuilders. A friend of mine recently started doing a protein diet that requires so much meat. You basically have to have a whole herd of cattle that you're constantly slaughtering in your backyard. It's just cramming it nonstop into their face. They might laugh at this guy and be like, "Dude, I eat 3 chickens a day, 1
Mhm.
mongoose,
Mhm.
4 turkeys."
Yeah.
17 steak and egg meals.
Yeah,
every
17
breakfast.
steaks, an entire thing of eggs. It might not be a big deal, but this
Yeah.
guy, he made it a big deal. That's why we're talking about him.
He made it a big deal.
Yeah.
I think the secret to his success was really the party invitation, or it was not a party invitation, but really the flyer at the end. Should the bodybuilders be inviting people to see them on their journey?
They do at the very end when they're like, I'm going to have my back shaved. I'm going to have a full spray tan and I'm going to be flexing the shit
I mean,
out of these muscles.
isn't Instagram basically the public telephone pole everyone's posting their notice on?
Listen to this. Pilot Dave says when he was bodybuilding, he was 1 chicken breast per meal, 6 meals a day.
Oh my gosh. See?
Mhm.
See, why aren't we recognizing his achievements?
Pilot
Yeah.
Dave, you are a hero. And you, in
Have
my
not been
opinion,
recognized appropriately for you the many things you've done and animals you've
Yeah.
consumed.
Mhm.
What a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
Thank you, Pilot Dave.
Yeah. Thank
For
you,
all
Pilot
that.
Dave, for your heroism.
Thanks for pointing out that this guy's a phony bro.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, 500 people turned out to see him eat that 40th chicken back on Sunday. So really incredible work here. That I believe that the gentleman who did all this, Alex, that he says he will not be eating any more chicken for a while.
Okay. What is he going to eat next? What's his next world record? Let's all name something renewable, easy access, but a challenge.
Yeah. Maybe it's beets.
Yeah.
Like how many? A pound a day?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with sea cucumbers.
Oh, that would be really disgusting.
Yeah. One a day for 40 days.
Yeah. Okay. Tyson, I'm telling you, this record is here for the taking. Just do something 40 days in a row.
Low-hanging fruit for you, Tyson.
Maybe you could do low-hanging fruit.
Oh, that's the thing I do?
Bratwurst, Tyson.
Like a grapefruit.
An entire chain of bratwurst, 100 bratwurst long. Slowly, we watch it get smaller and smaller as you consume this rope of meat.
What about just a head of lettuce every day?
Oh, well.
Raw by itself.
There's something to that.
That's pretty good. I like that.
Yeah.
That's disgusting in a different way.
Although, Danny, I feel like that you have more eccentric eating habits than Tyson does.
A box of honeycomb every day for 40 days. I could do that.
What about could we go back to the soup bar?
Well, that would be a pleasure. 40 days of
You
hot
think
soup?
so? You don't think that would be like smoking the whole pack?
You know, I look at the soup bar now like I would an old girlfriend. You know?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
You still love her.
Like, what's she doing? What's she up to? I want to go talk to her, but I
Let
want
me
to
look her up on
rekindle
Facebook
the
real quick and
romance.
just
There's no future.
Yeah, maybe they'll post a picture and see what's going on over there.
40 days of hot soup bar. Like maybe, but I could do soup 40 days, no problem.
What about a gallon of dew?
A gallon of dew that would be actually really hard.
What a boss!
Probably
dude.
lead to an early death.
Would it though? You die a hero.
What about 2 liters? 2 liters.
Oh my gosh.
Come
that
on,
would be
Danny.
a challenge. By day 40, I would probably give up drinking. It would be like smoke the whole pack type of punishment. Oh.
Could we get a GoFundMe to do this? And how much would you be willing to take on this monumental, heroic act?
40 days of 2 liters of Mountain Dew. That would
I'll pay
be
for
a
it all.
challenge.
I'll pay for it all.
Oh, wow. You're going to pay, what is it, $2.50 for 2 liters?
I'll buy it at the gas station where it's $4.
Just go to the vending machine or the dispenser and put in a garden hose.
Yeah.
Just go fill up a big old 50-gallon barrel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Think about it.
Sarah Miller in the chat has a question for Danny.
Oh.
I have been hesitant to try the soup bar at my work.
Rightfully
the
so.
hospital.
Oh.
Should I risk it and try?
Okay. If you're going to try a soup bar, let me give you some tips. Soup bar hacks. Not really. First of all, the temperature at the soup bar has to be so much more than the temperature of soup anywhere else. It has to be able to instantly kill bacteria the minute it falls off a person's face into the soup or their hands. So if the soup is super hot, nice, it's covered, has a lid, I would say maybe, consult your physician, maybe a priest.
Yeah. What's the temperature we're looking for at the soup bar?
Oh, so you want it so that if you were to take a bite right away, it burns your mouth. That should be the temperature.
No doubt.
That's the only way.
What's that, 140 degrees?
Or probably.
Hotter, way hotter.
Way hotter.
It's like 200 degrees.
200 degrees.
Yeah, 140 degrees. You can sit in a sauna that hot.
Especially at a hospital. Yeah. Maybe ask that there be, those germ-killing lights also surrounding the soup bar.
The hospital seems like the most sterile place.
Where do you get
there's super bugs in the hospital?
Yeah, I was going to say, where do you get the worst infections, Tyson? You get them at hospitals.
Is that true?
Yes. Well, yes, maybe.
Or do you go to get treated
do your
for
own
those?
research?
Yeah. Yes, maybe.
Well, yeah, I know from when my wife used to work in the hospital, you got to it's very people really make sure, you scrub in, scrub out like Purell, like every time you walk in and leave the room, because there's these super bugs that can go around in the hospital.
Yeah, Tyson.
Okay, that can.
So the soup has to be hot enough to kill a super bug.
Well, Thomas has a good point that if things go really bad, you're already at the hospital.
Yeah, that's true.
No safer environment to eat.
Yeah.
To experiment
bar.
with
And
a
they
soup
can get you
bar.
right to the burn unit also if they
Yeah.
overheat the soup. So
You know, give you an IV,
yeah.
give you antibacterial.
Danny,
oh,
what
or
if
anti-
you got the soup and then can I take it home and microwave it?
I
Did
used
we
to do
find-
that
Yeah.
as like an attempt to cleanse it.
Mhm.
Baptism by microwaves.
Uh-huh.
And I thought in my mind that helped.
It
But
does.
then you guys really scared me just totally off the soup bar. And I knew better. In the back of my mind, I always knew better.
Well,
all I
is
needed was a
microwaved
nudge.
phlegm any better than unmicrowaved phlegm, Danny?
Good
That's
point. Like if
yeah.
Tyson spat in a cup and offered it
I
to
wouldn't
me,
do that. Yeah.
and then I put it in the microwave, does it somehow, when I take it out of the microwave, better? No, just hotter.
Yeah. Well, Sarah said she already experimented with the hospital sushi.
Hospital sushi.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa. Wow. That
Yeah.
is really taking your life
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
your hands.
You
Okay.
may as well try the soup, Sarah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you have nothing to lose.
Yeah, at this point.
Yeah.
Let's talk about a story from the world of VR. Did you happen to see in our News AF Facebook group that one of our listeners talked about that we actually have a listener who has visited the metaverse?
Ooh.
Whoa.
Very
no.
cool.
Yeah.
What did they have to say?
Well, let me look it up. One of our listeners, Nick, had been posting about how that he visited the metaverse and he did not really care for it.
Probably just nice to be alone with your
Yes.
thoughts once in a while.
Yeah, he thought he was not particularly eager to go back, and he was posting some of his experience in the Group AF Facebook group. But we have another story right now out of the virtual reality world about a new headset that was created. Nick talked about how he was only in the metaverse for 5 to 10 minutes max. He says it was truly awful.
Mhm.
He said that the most people he ever saw there was he went to a comedy club that had 50 people there. And he said that the comedy club, though, was awful and it was giving kids' birthday party vibes. Nobody would sit still and it was impossible to even hear the comedy.
Wow. That's interesting.
Best show that comedian ever put on, though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so he said that wants to also make sure people know that there is a distinction between the VR and the metaverse. VR is more broad and is about games and cool experiences. The metaverse is Mark Zuckerberg's future of the internet. And
It's
that
about sadness.
yes, there's no reason to go there. It's truly awful. So this is not quite the metaverse, but the person who created the Oculus Rift recently posted this weekend about a new VR headset that is equipped with explosives so that if you die in the video game, it will explode and blow your head off.
I saw that. I saw the headline for that.
And you thought this can't be real.
I'm wondering who tested this. Is it real, and how real is it?
They tested it out on chickens first.
Rotisserie
And
chickens.
Rotisserie chickens. That's the thing, is like, sure, somebody invented this, but no one is putting it on their face.
Only in a dystopian future will we let prisoners play with these to earn their freedom. Like that's the only
like a
way
Black
this
Mirror
ever gets
situation.
Yeah, more like you put the headset on, and then they're in an Ender's Game type scenario where they have to save planet Earth. And so they're moving through this thing that to them feels like a game, but it's actually them battling for the continued existence of Earth. And if they pass, then they're let out. They're a hero. They get to go live in the neighborhood with the other tributes. And if they do not, then next.
The only person who benefits from this is AI.
Like
There'll be a way to control us.
Less people. Yeah.
Put these on all of our heads. Get us
Mhm.
to do what they want.
Yeah.
Service their needs.
Well, here's what it looks like. Okay. This was from the blog of Palmer Luckey, the person who created the Oculus Rift VR headset. So you see the headset and the sword. And it goes on to explain about how that it has sensors which can tell when there is a game over screen. And then that after that game over screen flashes, then there are explosive devices here in the front part, which will then detonate and blow up your head.
So what is this guy trying to really sell? Sword art online? I keep seeing that in this article, and I'm thinking that he made the explosive headset in order to get the attention. He could have used Chicken Guy to pitch this and not an explosive headset, but he's gone with the explosive headset. What is he pitching?
Yeah,
this is not something that
how do
will
you
ever
keep
be
customers?
Yeah, nothing's worse. I don't know. I did go to school, and I think that you don't want your customers to explode.
Yeah,
so
you need return
I
customers.
remember that course in college.
Yeah. What Palmer Luckey has said, he says, at this point, it's just a piece of office art, a thought-provoking reminder of unexplored avenues in game design, and says, it is, as far as I know, the first non-fiction example of a VR device that will actually kill the user. It won't be the last.
Yeah, everything about this annoys me. He annoys me. The headset annoys me. VR kind of annoys me. I don't know what his angle is here for making this. What, a reminder to hold up at his employees? Like, this could be you. You could wear this unless you, line up and fly straight. I just don't. This is so dumb. What is he trying to do? What is he pitching here?
Yeah. What about some sort of like Evil Knievel, Danny? That's like gonna play Pac-Man in the. Wouldn't that be exciting to watch?
I would rather. No. I mean,
No,
yeah, I guess, but it'd be less exciting than watching them try to jump something with a motorcycle.
Tyson, what do you think?
I think if you're that confident in your gaming skills and want to give people a show, and you're Logan Paul or Jake Paul, then yeah, try it.
Yeah, Logan Paul just came off of fighting Roman Reigns for the WWE Championship.
I saw that. Pretty good match.
Oh, you watched the match, Danny?
No, I only saw a clip of it. I have to say, though, I have to say,
in fairness to Logan Paul, it was very good. Yeah.
Wait, it's WWE though. It's not real fighting.
Oh, it still looks pretty rough on the body.
And he did come away with a knee injury, and I'm not sure whether it's like a real knee injury or if they're just saying he has a knee injury. But he is Logan Paul has done a really good job with his training. Like he is a high flyer.
Yeah.
No. He's done well with it, but that's besides the point. Look, I think it would be wild if there was somebody that was so confident in their abilities that they thought that they
why
could
not
beat
create
this
now?
game.
Why not create a headset that just gives you like a covered wagon? That's
what do you mean, Danny?
Fart
would you get a wedgie that's
face?
so hard that you pull the underwear over their head? That type of a punishment.
Something that's public embarrassment rather than
I mean, the exploding head is just so dumb and over
I don't
want to
see that. Yeah.
I would rather see a grown adult man get a covered wagon because he lost a match against another opponent.
What if there has a giant lever with a boot on it, and then it hits you in the testicles very hard when you die.
Or
you
that,
can't even block it.
That clown from those viral videos that say you got kicked in the nuts, that clown is on hand to just kick you.
Or even a robotic hand that slaps you in the face. All of these ideas that we're coming up with are so much better than the stupid idea of blowing your head off. So dumb.
Yeah. Okay.
Hate it.
Okay, I'm into that. I think
you talked me out of it, Danny. I was going to get one, but now
now you're going to get the covered wagon version.
We're going to have to hire some departments to get that made for us.
Okay, I'm not doing it anymore. Okay, Tyson, I know that this was going to be very early for you. Did you happen to wake up this morning to check out the lunar eclipse?
It was too early. It was 3 a.m.
Oh, my kids were up for it. That I was wondering what was going on.
Yeah, but you were 6 a.m. You were 6 in the morning.
I might have been 5. Well, I think that
Did you see the blood moon? The beaver blood moon?
I did not. But I'm like saying to them, like, why my kids that are all hours of the night, mom, and I hear them like fighting, and they're like, hey, like what is going on in there? And I'm sort of like in and out of consciousness. And then I found out later on this morning that they were up at 5 o'clock in the morning because they wanted to see the lunar eclipse.
Beaver blood
That's kind of
moon.
cool.
The
actually.
beaver blood moon.
Mm-hmm.
No word yet on if my kids actually saw it.
I do like that they were interested in seeing it.
Yes, very
I think that's
interested. We
kinda
have a
cool.
telescope also.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's way cool.
Mm-hmm.
Look at
Yeah.
that
I mean,
life
I would be annoyed.
that Rob lives.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He's dad
again,
/ part-time scientist.
no
Mhm.
word on whether or not it was actually seen. Tyson, why is it called a beaver blood moon?
I think it has something to do with being in November, and also, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's all.
Is that the beaver month?
No, I don't know. It said let me look.
The first settlers to land in the Americas ate beaver out of desperation.
Yeah.
They always have weird names for their blood moons. Beaver.
Okay.
Every first full moon of November is the beaver moon in honor of the semi-aquatic rodents. This is the time of year when beavers begin to take shelter after storing their food for the winter, according to the Old Farmer's Almanac.
Okay.
And
one of my most trusted pieces of literature, the Farmer's Almanac.
And then the blood moon is when there's a total lunar eclipse, which the Earth casts its shadow on the moon. So the combination of the two is the beaver blood moon.
Yeah. According to an astrologer, the beaver blood moon is also going to bring a shocking global event. Another one?
Uh-oh. What do you think it is?
Danny? What do you think it is?
Kathy Griffin and Elon Musk start dating.
Someone's going to find shrimp tails in my favorite cereal. Wait, who did you say was going to date? Elon Musk, Tyson?
Yeah.
Elon Musk and Kathy Griffin.
He likes different, women, I guess. I mean,
well, he just banned Kathy Griffin from
maybe to hide his relationship with her from the public.
Yeah, that'll throw everybody off the scent. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So be on the lookout.
Should I be worried? Should I be stocking up on food? I mean, with this beaver moon over my head.
Wouldn't be the worst idea.
What's the appropriate amount of panic right now with the beaver moon? You tell me.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at this article, and it's like saying that the astrologer predicts the shocking global event, but they don't tell you what the shocking global event is going to be.
Well, that's not helpful, right?
Because there are shocking global events every day. Like maybe it's the guy who ate 40 rotisserie chickens in a row. Like,
that is shocking. That was shocking to me.
Yeah, that was it. We already saw it.
It's so subjective too to what might possibly shock you. Some people aren't shocked by anything. So who is this shocking to? I need more information from this astrologer. Is there a way we can contact her and get specifics, or am I just going to be left with that?
This is a big the New York Post astrology department. They're not going to take our phone calls. Okay.
Yeah, so no, they're not.
let's keep our eyes peeled, see if anything any shocking events are going to be going on. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now, Danny, you are always visiting the national parks around our great country. So I hope you are heeding particular attention to the National Park Service's latest announcement that please, Danny, do not lick the Sonoran desert toad.
I already know that. I have the Sonoran desert toads live in my area.
Okay. Guys, give me a minute. I got to go down to the garage.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have
which national park?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Hold on. Saguaro National Park. So this was from the National Park Service's official Facebook. Well, that's toad ally terrifying. Hey there. There's a lot of puns in this announcement. Here is the riveting late night content no one asked for, yet here we are. The Sonoran desert toad, also known as the Colorado River toad, is one of the largest toads found in North America, measuring nearly 7 inches. That's pretty good. What sound does it make? Its call has been described as a weak, low-pitched toot, lasting less than a second. These toads have prominent parotoid glands that secrete a potent toxin. It can make you sick if you handle the frog or get the poison in your mouth. As we say of most things you come across in the national park, whether it is a banana slug, an unfamiliar mushroom, or a large toad with glowing eyes in the dead of night, Please refrain from licking. Thank you. Toot.
My nephew in Costa Rica, we had a toad, a big
He ate
toad.
it?
No, but I saw the toad one night and I said,
Cane
dude, look at
toad.
that.
Probably
And
a
then
cane
one of my
toad.
kids went up to go touch it. I said, don't touch it. We don't know anything about this
Yeah.
toad, right? Don't touch it. We go, we look it up, and it come to find out, I guess toads, a lot of them have these types of mechanisms. If you
Yes.
touch it, it can create like a stinging sensation, but it also emits like a fine mist when it's stressed that can cause discomfort. And my nephew the day before had been trying to catch it and pet it. And there's just like toads. No, don't handle toads. This is just another example of toads looking like they should be handled.
Yeah.
But don't.
Was
Don't
it a
touch them.
cane toad, Danny?
I'd have to look it up. Let me see what a cane
Mhm.
toad looks like. This is in Costa Rica, so
Yeah. I think I stepped on one the other day.
Yeah. You probably have a lot of different toads out there in
Yeah. I
the
never
East
touch it with
Coast.
my hand. I have to tell my
No,
kids all the time,
never.
don't touch them.
Yeah.
And do you think is your
Mhm.
first thought when you see a toad like, man, I should grab that and give it a good lick?
No,
No.
definitely not. Definitely not.
I get a video for Nature with
Yeah,
Tyson.
we have a
Sure.
video of the toad somewhere around here that was in Costa Rica. That's as far as I would go. I just want to know who
Yeah.
out there was, their family's like, the first thing you do when you see a toad, grab
Lick
it.
its back.
Yeah.
Give it a good
Well,
hard lick.
apparently that people are licking the toads to
It's a hallucination.
experience euphoria and hallucinations.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how euphoric it feels. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I'm not either. It seems not sanitary. And yeah, not for me. I'll lick my phone all day long. You know that. But
Yeah, we
not a
do know
toad.
that. Do you
Yeah.
hallucinate after licking your phone?
I haven't yet, but I also I don't recall licking my phone recently either.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
What's the best case scenario? Complete euphoria of 1,000 orgasms at
Yes.
once, and then I'm gonna
And then diarrhea.
yeah, and then I'm gonna be like looking to lick the toads all the time. That's my life now.
It's just like
You think I want that monkey on my back?
The euphoria of 1,000 orgasms. I can't. I mean, you would be completely destroyed physically if that's what you experience from
You'd
licking a
be
toad.
so
You would never
sore.
lick. It'd be like 2 liters of dew a day for 40 days. You would never lick another toad.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be depleted. You'd have to like
Forget it.
spend the next year hydrating.
Now listen though, if you were like, "Hey, I'm Rob Cesternino, and I'm gonna lick this toad," what it's gonna do to me is I'm gonna experience essentially 1,000 orgasms piled on top of each other.
Also, come see me do it for the 40th day in a row. This is not a part.
I'm very interested in.
You're
this
a dead
now.
man. This
I'm
doesn't
very
end well for
interested
you.
in this.
Yeah. Put the VR headset on me at that point.
And
Go
then,
lick some virtual toads if you have to lick a toad.
will
Oh.
that give you the experience of 1,000 orgasms though?
Yeah. How about
Maybe.
instead of putting explosive devices on your head, why not a lickable toad device in your hand? So you can go wander to the jungle and occasionally have a good toad lick and get a little feeling of get the feeling of 1,000 simultaneous orgasms as Rob wants for some reason.
So listen to this.
I mean,
So
for some
could you-
reason.
So could you, Danny, rig up some type of teledildonics device to the VR device to create the sensation of licking a toad and 1,000
Tyson, someone already has.
simultaneous?
Well, Danny, you always talk about the flavor pen they're developing.
Boom.
Uh-huh.
Toad right there. We've got our toad. Our delivery system has already been developed.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So please be careful out there, everybody, and do not lick any toads at the national parks.
Not
okay?
unless you have to.
Not unless you have to. All right. This was an interesting story that Vice published just today. So remember when there was that tube-shaped asteroid that was going through? Yes. And there was a lot of questions about, like, is it an asteroid? Is it something else? There are some people who are saying the next time one of those things happens to pass through, we might need to intercept it, Tyson, to see what's going on.
Why? To see if there's life on an asteroid? What are we looking for?
Remember,
to
these are
see if it's
interstellar
an
objects,
alien ship.
not part of our solar system.
How perfect was the structure of this asteroid, or was it just like a delicate arch from the national park soaring through space, or was it like super slick and metal? And
No, it was not super slick or
It
metal.
wasn't super slick,
Okay.
but it was weird shaped for an
It was
interstellar
it
object.
was weird shaped, and also that scientists were puzzled because they said it underwent a sudden
Acceleration?
speed boost.
Yeah.
Interesting.
This is what I say we do. Every interstellar object that comes through, we ram it with something just to send a message.
NASA rams it.
NASA rams it with some device just to send a message as it goes back out into interstellar space. Come here, you will be rammed.
Yeah.
Maybe keep some of the space riffraff away.
Ramming speed activated.
Yeah.
So are we trying to send a message
We
to
are sending
the
a message.
intelligent species that created this?
Yeah, you gonna get rammed.
You come through our solar system, you will be rammed.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's definitely a controversy in the scientific community about whether or not we should be doing something
Some
like this,
ramming.
because certainly it will cost a lot of money to go off on a mission like this. And also we don't really know how much of an outlier this particular interstellar object was, Danny.
I don't think they're coming through on a regular basis. That's what made it so interesting. I think it's rare to have something just fly that close to us and they go back out into interstellar stellar space.
But Tyson, do you think that this could inadvertently spark an interstellar war?
Yeah, and Doc's in the chat says aliens have the ability to travel to our planet, and we think we have the strength to stand up to them. Ramming will lead us all to the salt mines.
True. But I'm not saying we ram their ship. I'm saying that any stellar object, that once we've confirmed that it's not a spaceship, we ram to kind of like say, hey, we can ram things.
What
we
about
ram
this?
first, ask questions later.
What about this, Danny? You go to your friends at the Mormon Church and are like, let's send them Book of Mormons and literature and try to convert the aliens before
That'd be smart.
Another religion converts the aliens.
Get them under your grip. But I would guess that anyone coming from interstellar space already has a system of beliefs that they will be imposing upon us.
Sure, but do they have as much
I don't think we're going to be able to
over?
No. Maybe, the aliens could be missionaries.
Yeah, for sure.
They're definitely probably missionaries, actually.
They're on a mission and they're missionaries.
Yeah. I mean, we sent them to the Amazon and these aliens are sending them to Earth.
I can't wait to see how they proselyte, because they're not going door to door
Laser
like
beams.
the antiquated, outdated, ineffective method that humans use.
By the way, an alien comes to my house and asks me, I'm like, I already believe, like, you came from space, you have laser guns.
Yeah, sign me up.
So where do I sign up?
Yeah, and how do I get away from my old belief system as quickly as possible?
It's like, you're aliens. You have supreme power. We tried to ram you, didn't even stop you. You made it all the way here with multiple rams.
Flying a giant hollow rock, which was insane to us. There's no motor or anything. How did that work?
Yeah. Your God is the new God. Okay, that's fine.
My God is my God. I appreciate you. I'm with you. And
plus, you want to get in on the leading class of citizens. Like, if you're in on their religion early, then that puts you into a leadership position, and now you're in charge.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. And Doc says, and then the aliens of then you have to put the lawn sign on your front lawn to say once.
I'm for Garglarg.
Yeah. Smarglack is my new god.
Yeah. That's very smart. Okay. All right. So this was an interesting memorial that someone created that I'm not sure why they felt like that they needed to do this, but a person has created a memorial to something that they felt like needed to be preserved for humanity. Maybe they feel like that big, interstellar event that the Beaver blood moon prophesized was going to be happening sooner than later. So they created this monument to memorialize flaming hot Cheetos.
This combines two stories. One is I believe maybe they're called seed tombs, the place where they put all the seeds in Norway or somewhere up there. But also, Cheetos had recently erected a statue. Did you guys see this? A really cool statue in Cheeto, Canada. And what it is a hand like this holding, oh no, I don't think it's holding a Cheeto, but it's a gray statue. And at the tips of the fingers is this fine gold dust commemorating Cheeto dust. It's a beautiful piece of art. Right now it's touring Canada, and maybe that's what inspired this man to go a little bit further and preserve the hot Cheeto for posterity.
Is that in the same stuff that Han Solo was in? Is
Carbonite? Carbonite? Yeah, that'd be great.
No, this is not carbonite. So that it looks like this crypt that was created. I'm not sure what the clear part of it is.
Yeah, is that keeping the Cheetos edible for hundreds and hundreds of years?
What's a half-life? What's the half-life of a Cheeto? Could be 1,000 years. We just haven't had them around long enough to really find out.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think I've had a Cheeto that's gone bad, but I wanted to make sure that when the aliens arrive, whether it be 100 years, 200 years, 500 years, and Smarglak the Great comes down and they're like, what do we have from human existence from hundreds of years ago?
What is your most prized possession, humans?
Yes.
Bring it forth.
Or maybe there's no humans left and they come, and from that bag of Cheetos, they recreate and
human
restructure
Cheeto hybrid
humankind as was humankind in that era of Cheetos.
Or Tyson, what if Garglarg comes down 100 years from now, Marglak, nothing can defeat him. Someone figures out that this Cheeto, which the aliens mysteriously banned when they first arrived.
Oh yeah.
So they go and get the Cheeto, grind it into dust, blow it into Marglarg's brain, thus killing the hive mind.
Smarglak.
I was gonna say, is this like the plot of Krull, Danny, that only the chosen one can touch the Cheetos?
This very well could be. This could be someone who has been seen into the future.
See, I think more likely this is like once the zombie apocalypse happens, that potentially this could be the only food source left on the earth, that the surviving humans are going to need to break into this to eat the flaming hot Cheetos. Yeah,
that's the pilgrimage that all the survivors from the zombie apocalypse are making.
Hey, I heard something about a
Cheeto
bag of flaming hot Cheetos in Seattle on a podcast once.
Yeah,
let's go.
Everyone goes, and then there's like a beacon sound
that's preserved in lucite.
Yeah, emitting beep 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 to all of your devices. Yeah, here we go. We keep going. Yeah. Oh, I was thinking also that maybe that bag of Cheetos would be the cure to the zombies.
That's true. Could have some
inject
properties.
a little Cheeto into all the zombies to turn them human again.
That revive dead flesh.
Yeah, what they're saying here is that it was resin.
Yeah, I don't know if resin will keep a Cheeto.
How about an amber?
Crunchy.
Preserved all those mosquitoes for Jurassic Park.
Suck the DNA right out of it.
Yeah, just pour a bunch of tree sap all over the Cheetos. Boom, a million years.
Sounds very delicious.
Does kind of sound good.
It
smells great when you saw it open.
Tree sap flaming Doritos. I mean, that sounds
Sign me up.
Tyson, remember we used to come up with flavors for new Lay's potato chips?
Yeah, and they made a commercial for me one time. And that was one of the peaks of my life.
Yeah. Okay. Tyson, we were talking about the lottery in the pre-show. You were talking about the Powerball. A lot of people have lotto fever, but one lottery winner in China has made some headlines. He recently won the $30 million jackpot and has, I guess, prior to this news article being written, kept his winnings a secret from his wife and kid because he is worried that the winnings would make them lazy.
100%. I'm also, if I ever win a lottery, I'm hiding it like that, but not for not so that they're not lazy. It's just that I'm going to be like, oh, I've been working extra hard. I'm just getting paid. Bumps everywhere. Rob on News AF is paying me $80,000 a month now. It's insane. And they'll be like, oh, okay, so we have money to spend. Yeah, but I don't want anybody to know that there is $600 million to spend somewhere.
Joke's on him, though. There's nowhere to spend your money in China currently. So he'll just be
McDonald's,
sitting on that.
the Grapple
smart
store.
move.
Isn't that the Apple
The
knockoff
Grapple
store?
Go down to the Louis Vuitton
Yeah.
store. This guy's set for life. Just him is, he's going to obviously have to move away from his family, because the minute you start spending that money, questions will come up. So you have two options. If you want to keep it from your family, you have to get away from your family.
Another business trip, Dad? Yes. I'm working very hard right now.
Now he can have a lottery family. That family that knows about the lottery and loves him for who he is, right?
Okay.
So he's got his original family, and then in Hong Kong, he's got his lottery family.
Yeah,
he loves them both.
Smart.
You think, Danny, that the lottery family will love him for who he is, and his original family did not?
Yeah, after I said that, I did realize I probably got that backwards. But they didn't know him before the lottery. He's a different man now. They know lottery. What's his name?
Lottery
I
Steve.
can't find it. Lottery Steve.
Yeah, so he's only identified in the article as Mr. Lee.
Okay, so they love Lottery Lee, and the family at home just loves Lee.
Yeah, but you get the best of both worlds.
Those two worlds separate. Yeah.
And then you can come back and bring them like meager presents, and they'll appreciate them.
Yeah,
exactly. And he can see the joy on their faces at regular Lee family, because small things matter a lot. And then at Lottery Lee family, he has to get them bigger gifts, but it's the family he can show off to the world.
Yes, that's his trophy family.
Yeah,
that's his trophy family.
That is just built of actors.
Pure luck.
They're all
whatever.
But then when he wants like genuine family experiences, he goes back to the old family. But he is able to like live life with the untainted old family.
Yeah,
it's exciting.
There's one Powerball winner in California, and we can be the consultants for how they should live their life now as a new lottery winner. And we will take only a quarter of the $2 billion prize. That's all we ask.
Okay.
We're being very generous.
And then I have one other story that I want to share with everybody here today. And it's about the curious case here of maybe
Benjamin
this
Button.
was some foul play. No, it's not about Benjamin Button. Okay. All right. So there was a nurse named Mary Brown, and that there was a man at her hospital who needed to have his foot amputated, or so he thought. It turns out that this woman's family owns a taxidermy shop, and this woman, Mary Brown, is being accused of potentially only amputating this man's foot so that the foot could be displayed at the family's taxidermy shop.
Is it displayed at the family's taxidermy shop?
So that is unclear at this time, as if the foot actually made it to the taxidermy shop, but she did tell people that she was going to do it.
I don't even know if that's legal to do that to a human foot at a taxidermy shop.
Why not? They have extreme taxidermy, at least in other countries. We talked about the guy in Puerto Rico who was put at his favorite gambling table.
Yeah.
The people that are buried in their cars. So there are taxidermists that will do this. I don't know if it's legal here, but you can get it done.
So her coworkers claimed that she had said she planned to take the 62-year-old patient's foot from the nursing home and display it at the shop. And she wanted to put a sign underneath that said, "Wear your boots, kids."
Nice. Using it for a PSA.
Is this in Canada?
This let me see where this happened. No, Wisconsin.
Okay, that's cold enough. Yeah, it has to be somewhere very cold where frostbite could be an issue.
I think a better sign for my kids would be, don't forget to bring your shoes, which because boots, I don't know if my kids have boots, but they definitely they leave the house all the time without shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And also maybe have a foot in the car that's blackened with frostbite to remind them to get their shoes from their friend's house. I'm going to need multiple feet to really make this have an impact.
Yeah. So this man was only slightly coherent, and that it certainly did have an issue with his foot. That Mary Brown says that she believed that it was the right thing to do to amputate this man's foot.
And yeah, 'cause when you first said hospital and amputated foot, I did go back to the hospital soup bar. But this is something completely different. We're not talking foot soup here. We're talking taxidermied. I mean, if there's a big enough issue and getting it removed, you still need this man's permission probably to taxidermy the foot rather than to give it the proper burial.
Yeah.
Is that what you do with amputated limbs? Do you bury them?
No, I don't know what
you
you do.
incinerate them? Like what's the
donate
thing?
them to science?
Put them in your grave, knowing that the rest of the body will eventually make its way there?
Yeah. People at the hospital did think it was unusual that the nurse amputated the man's foot, because that is typically not something that a nurse does without the help of the doctors. That is, slightly unusual. That a nurse
weird.
would go about and do that on her own. Also, there was some talk that people said she wanted to bronze the foot, Tyson.
Cool.
Why bronze it? Then that doesn't really show the kids that they should be wearing their boots.
But I think that maybe that is like a more handsome piece to display than sort of like this like frostbitten
this lady's got hints of like serial killer. To be honest, like displaying trophies. Yeah, very much should be monitored, and definitely her nursing license revoked.
Yeah, she's just taking trophies.
Yeah, already. She's like, he's gonna die, and then before you know it, she's like, oh, I really like those hands. Be nice to have those hanging in my living room.
Yeah, all bronzed up.
She said she was just trying to improve his quality of life by amputating the foot.
Is this
Let
guy
me take that off your hands?
Yeah.
Over
How
your feet.
pretty is his foot? Is she making money on OnlyFans or anything with this?
No, it's not good.
It's a black, rotting foot.
Pretty gross and smelly. Yeah. But she did want to display it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, interesting. We'll see if we have any other updates. She is facing, I believe, over 90 years in prison if convicted.
Wow. Yeah. I think rightly so. Like if you're taking a foot that shouldn't be taken, then that's a problem.
Now, could she opt for, instead of serving the 90 years in prison, could she opt to be bronzed?
Ooh, immediately bronzed?
Or frozen in carbonite.
Or frozen in carbonite. Or
taxidermied?
resin. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, probably just take the 90 years. I think that right now that's all the law will allow. Amanda in the chat says when she lived in Wyoming, she had a friend his foot got amputated. And when he had a camp out in Medicine Bow Forest, they ceremoniously burned the foot.
Interesting.
Buried it.
Man.
Not burned it. Buried it.
Yeah.
So then, like, Danny's out on an adventure. He stumbles across a foot bone from a human. And then, Danny, what are you doing at that point? You're going to freak out.
Yeah, I'm calling Tyson and Rob right away. It's happened.
Yeah. Danny, you know where they should take that foot? Once they amputate it, it should go right into the hot soup, right?
At the hospital?
Oh, my gosh. Boil that up or turn it into a delicious broth.
I mean, if you keep it hot enough.
Listen, and I don't know what my mindset would be if I had to get a foot amputated, but bury it somewhere where somebody's definitely going to stumble upon it and have a lot of questions.
Like the taxidermy shop?
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't
like
know,
but somewhere close to a trail where a dog can find
close
it.
to a trail where somebody can find it and be like, what is going on here? Also, when you get a limb amputated, do they just give it to you on your way out of the hospital? Like, now I don't think they give questions.
It to you. Yeah.
Do you have to apply to get it?
Maybe you could get it bronzed.
I mean, Amanda's saying that her friend got the foot and then they buried it in a forest.
So
How
many
do you
questions.
Get the foot? Yeah.
Okay.
Man.
I guess it's maybe for the best that people don't have feet in the metaverse.
Yeah.
Yeah, feet are a problem.
Eliminate that whole problem by getting
Mhm.
rid of the lower torso.
Do you think this is the best thing that could have ever happened to the metaverse? This whole
No,
story?
nothing.
I mean, it's one of the
nothing
better
could
things that
happen.
happened in the metaverse. Yeah. The story contains no instances about how the metaverse is a huge waste of money.
Yeah.
So,
And
I think it's a net positive.
And it's getting rid of human feet.
Yes.
Which-
To get us closer to being in the metaverse.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm going to do a practical joke if I can get my hands on if I can get my hands on an amputated limb of mine, I would like to think I'd use that to really create some confusion for somebody.
You can grow limbs on your arm. Remember that guy who grew an extra dong?
Oh, yeah.
Then you can play around with that, do some practical jokes.
That's true.
Yeah. Gotta Go Pack said, my mom had her hand amputated and they did not give her limb and she didn't request it also.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Makes sense.
Depends.
Yeah. And
Danny,
Amanda said that the friend did have to request to get the limb. So it looks like per request with maybe some paperwork, there are certain things the hospital will give you back.
I'm ready, Rob.
Danny, let's go ahead and visit your wonderful bolt hole here. A News AF tradition, unlike any other. Here is Danny's bolt hole.
Welcome to my bolt hole. I think you're gonna like it. I think you're gonna feel you belong.
Yeah.
Nocturnal emission.
I have an update on someone whose career we have covered since the beginning.
Gwyneth
We were there-
Paltrow?
No, we were there
Ken Bone?
when this person. No, I wish we were talking about Ken Bone. I'd actually prefer talking about Ken Bone.
Yeah,
than
it would be
who I'm
fitting
about
on
to-
election day. Yeah.
No, who I'm talking about is someone who has risen to fame and fortune, and it is Danielle Bad Barbie Brigoli.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh.
No, she's very
You
famous.
saw this.
Bad Bobby.
She addressed an audience at Oxford this past week. That's how far she's come since Dr. Phil and Cash Me Outside.
Mhm.
She has made $50 million and she addressed
She's
people.
worth more than Dr. Phil, I think.
Yeah, probably. Who knows what Dr.
Mhm.
Phil, he had to sell his house. Remember that weird house Dr. Phil had to sell?
Yep.
But
it was his son's
Bad
house.
Barbie
Yep.
gave an address at an institution that has seen people like Ronald Reagan, Jimmy Carter, Bill Clinton, Queen Elizabeth II, Mother Teresa add to that list of prestigious speakers. Bad Barbie. She went there to give people business advice, wisdom, whatever, how to hustle in this day and age.
She is a hustler.
She is. If you can spin, if you can spin your time on Dr. Phil into $50 million in 6 years, I have to say that you've done something right or wrong. It's hard to say.
Something really, really right or really, really wrong.
Really, really wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they call her a rapper, which in this
Liberal.
article,
That's a liberal term.
yeah, they throw out rappers all the time. Oh, that person's a rapper. That person's a musician. That person's a model. Usually they throw out that kind of a title when they're not sure what to call you, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's a model. I mean, just get a picture taken. And she's out there, I'm hoping she comes out with a business book. Maybe I could learn a couple lessons from Bad Barbie. I'm sure that she could teach us all a lot about how to hustle in this day and age.
Yeah.
Rap career. She's out there talking to people, students in Oxford. What a way to rise. And we did talk about her when it very first happened 6 years ago.
Yeah.
One of my earliest News AF stories with you guys. And so she's grown as we've grown. But I value our friendship far more than I value the $50 million. If you're like, would you rather have friendship with Rob and Tyson or $50 million? Easy, guys.
I did the night to think about that, but she was essentially the Bitcoin, and we didn't know. We could have invested in her early, and also
how could we have invested in
out.
her?
Yeah, I don't know how we invest in her.
Cash me outside.
We're always offering our manager skills to people. No one's ever taken us up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This same place that she's talking at hosted Albert Einstein.
Wow. It's incredible. And she never started a podcast.
Oh, I'm sure she's going to. I mean, that just seems like what you do. If you have clout, if you can bring in celebrity guests, you start a podcast, and for a little while, you'll be the podcast.
Yeah. I'd like her to have a talk show and then have Dr. Phil on.
Oh,
yeah.
And then give him life advice.
Yeah, I've never seen that yet, where she brings Dr. Phil on to say that she was right and he was wrong. I would like to see that.
Oh, where are they now? Dr. Phil special.
No, not a Dr. Phil special.
It's a Bad Bobby.
Oh, Rob's going to do
it.
Oh.
No, Bad Bobby she's gonna get her own show and then have Dr. Phil as a guest.
Yeah.
And then basically just pants him.
Yeah.
And without knowing what Dr. Phil is up to, I'm going to guess that he'd be desperate for a little bit of a love and attention now.
Yeah.
So he'd probably be willing to go on.
Still is doing the Dr. Phil show.
Yeah.
And
he's
that's
not
insane.
A doctor, as far as
because she appeared on season 15 of Dr. Phil. If Dr. Phil is still going on, that's like season 5 million.
20. You said this was 5 years ago?
I don't know. I'm just trying to be,
a
little, 20. Season 15. Now he's up to, this is actually Tyson. She came into fame at 13. She's currently 19. So roughly 6 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
If only we could all be, business bad Barbies.
Yeah. No, she's had an incredible rise. No doubt.
She does say at the end that her parents are still disappointed.
No, they're do better, parents. Yeah. Nothing to be disappointed about.
You don't
know her parents.
She's done it all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
At the age of 19.
Yeah. Yeah, right? Like, you don't want to peak at 19. Where are you going to go from there?
I think she peaked at 13, if we're being real.
No, wait.
No, she's on the rise. She's on the rise.
She's on the rise.
But at 19, you're going to peak at 19 unless you're going to establish some kind of makeup empire or, what are you going to do?
Yeah. I don't hear about her almost ever.
So, yeah, but that doesn't mean she's not doing big things.
Tyson.
Yeah, that's
she's out there hustling. We'll see. Yeah. I guess I'll give another update in 6 years.
Yeah.
It's like probably going to run for governor somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, that would be very impressive. Now, I did see something recently that said that basically one of the worst things for overall happiness is great success at a young age. That ideally the happiest people are people who have achieved success later in life.
Yeah. Grinded for a while.
I only will agree with that because then I can look down on young people who have tons of money and success. Be like, you're happy. You think
that's
you're
why
happy
you
now.
can't tell your kids if you win the lottery.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's why you have to have lottery Lee family and regular Lee family. That's why.
Both.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Danny, anything else this week?
Yeah. I've got a video coming up on YouTube. Mediocre.
What's it about?
It's about that rescuing of a Russian on Mont Blanc.
Oh, yes.
So I talked about that. Also, I am getting close to 100,000. By close, not super close, subscribers. And I found out just recently.
That's incredible, Danny.
Yeah, to get verified, you need
$8.
I wish it was $8, but you need 100,000 subscribers
on
then
YouTube.
You can enter the process of becoming verified.
Well, I didn't even know you could get verified on YouTube.
I didn't know that either.
How many subscribers do you have, Rob?
That we just went over 100,000 this summer.
Ooh,
I'd be interested in hearing.
Danny's gonna shoot past us pretty quick.
It's taking forever, so I'm just asking anyone out there. I need a boost because it's just so slow. It's taking way too long.
I only have 1,000. I only have 1,000 subscribers.
Well, go out and subscribe to all three of us because I really want that verification so that I can finally have a verification. And
okay, wait, hold on. Stack the Florida says, "Oh, wait, we are verified on YouTube." Okay,
I'm gonna check.
Didn't even know.
Know. You probably didn't even have to submit anything. Sometimes you don't.
Yeah. When do I have to start paying the $8 though?
That's coming. Just wait for Elon to buy YouTube.
So I don't see a verified check mark by
Yeah.
I don't know if
Rob
they
has
do
a
check marks. I don't
podcast.
actually know what this symbol is.
Yeah, I don't know what it looks like.
But there is a verification process, and it only happens or starts when you're at 100,000.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're out there and you need a channel to subscribe to, I'm going to endorse mine so that I can finally be verified
Yeah,
somewhere.
go check out
in the
Danny's.
internet.
Go check out Danny's YouTube channel.
Mediocre amateur is what it is, which just
Mhm.
high expectations there with a name like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. There you go.
Tyson's already verified. He doesn't
Yeah.
need that.
I'm not verified
on
on YouTube,
No, on other places, Twitter,
Yeah.
at least for now.
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
Like, look at you. You're drowning in verifications.
Uh,
This will be
let's
my
see it.
first.
I'm verified on Shake, which is like
I don't even know what that is.
it's like a clubhouse kind of where you just get on
Oh.
and chit chat. I haven't done any of them yet, but
Yeah. What about Mastodon? Have you thought about getting on Mastodon, Tyson?
Just to get verified.
People are saying like, "Hey, we're leaving Twitter. We're going to Mastodon." And I said,
I'm on
let me-
I'm
well,
on
I said-
Mastodon. I tried it.
I said, let me go ahead and get an account on Mastodon, and then I was so confused I had to close it.
Yeah.
It's like Mastodon, we have no single server, and it's okay,
What does that
great.
mean?
And then I said, go click to sign up. Like, oh, this server is not available. I just thought there was no servers. Mastodon.
Yeah. I went on and joined the San Francisco
Now, are you
server.
only in that city?
I don't know how it works.
I don't even know how it works.
No,
Mastodon.
it's impossible.
That doesn't sound like something that's going to be around very long.
Like, people are like, well,
Yeah.
Twitter sucks, but at least I know how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I've
They
got
didn't ask me for
verified.
$8 yet.
Yeah. They didn't. So I don't know how Mastodon works, but I
Mhm.
am on there, and
Bad name, also.
yeah, it's a weird name.
Mastodon, too long.
Tyson,
Get out of here.
Tyson, what was that? Wasn't that one of the names of that heavy metal band we were listening to
Yeah.
in Croatia?
Yep.
Mastodon?
We got kudo. Yeah, we were blasting
Mhm.
in a parking lot, and this group of rough-looking kids walked by, and there was this moment of tension. And then they
Heshers.
just
I would
gave
say
us-
Heshers.
Yeah, then they just gave a head nod of approval and moved on.
Yeah.
It's pretty rad.
Yeah. So it's not great. All right. Tyson, anything else coming up for you? Besides, you're going to get verified you're verified all over the place,
Except for
Yes.
YouTube.
except for YouTube.
I am going to Utah this weekend, long weekend, taking the kids up to play in the snow. And so I can get max value out of this dope fleece that I got.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably it. Play some pickleball, post some pickleball. It's all still happening.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, kudos to you, Tyson. Great job once again. Thank you all so much for checking out this episode of News AF. I just got done talking about last night. Watched Blockbuster over on Netflix.
Oh, how was that?
Fine.
Yeah.
Should I watch it?
No, not that exciting.
I watched
Yeah.
The Watcher, and I thought
Oh,
that
yes.
was pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a fun one to do a podcast about. Watcher season 2 just got picked up at Netflix.
So what's The Watcher season 2? Is this going to be then made up?
I don't
or
know.
is
I
it-
think it did so well. They were like, hey, you got to give us another season.
and you're
That's how
like,
it always
well,
works.
yeah, but
Yeah.
the first season is based off of a true story.
They're going to just keep it going.
Tyson,
Okay.
no one cares about story. It's all about money. You gotta have
Mhm.
people
So the
come out and-
guys, the guy in the original one's just going to keep driving past the house and become part of
I think
the
so.
Watchers.
Yes, I think so. Okay.
Okay.
All
happen.
right. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back next week with more News AF. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.
We did it, guys.